EA Sports, where we'll see a...
McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
And he spins through, still going. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 67 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Burrow looking to pass. Buying time. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Shakes off the sack. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, a nice spin. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Taken down at the 42.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense. Was able to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start with a give to Henry. Fighting his way through contact. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Slot man moves right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. (15-0) our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Flushed out right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So we're at halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some.
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Fights him off, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, they go again with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Play action. It's Jackson. throws. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him. And
now Burrow loses the football. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Henry again on second down. Twisting away. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Henry out of the pistol. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or it could have been trouble. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hardy set to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Spinning past him. And just shedding him off there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And
this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A final shot now for Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.